हेलो एवरीवन। एक बार फिर से स्वागत है आप सभी का हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल में। आज हम आपके लिए फिर से एक नया वीडियो लेके आए हैं। तो वीडियो को शुरू करने से पहले अगर आपने हमारा चैनल अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो चैनल को प्लीज़ ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन दबाना बिल्कुल मत भूलें, ताकि हम फ्यूचर में कोई भी वीडियो बनाएं उसका नोटिफिकेशन सबसे पहले आपको मिल जाए। वीडियो को लास्ट तक ज़रूर देखिएगा। अगर आपको हमारा वीडियो अच्छा लगता है तो एक लाइक और कमेंट ज़रूर करिएगा। तो चलिए वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं। आज हम आपके लिए जो टॉपिक लेके आए हैं उस टॉपिक का नाम है रिस्क एंड क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ रिस्क। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। व्हाट इज़ रिस्क? Risk may be defined as the possibility of suffering or injury or loss. It is present in every field or situations. In other words, risk is the possibility that the actual return on investment may be different from the expected return. Risk is the threat or probability that an action or event may impact adversely an organization's ability to achieve its objectives. Classification of risk. There are number of risks in a business organization which is it is exposed to. That is market risk, interest rate risk, country risk, business risk, financial risks, etc. They can be put under the two broad categories that are first one is systematic risk. Under the systematic risk, the risks that are covered are as follows: market risk, interest rate risk, and purchasing power risk. Second one is unsystematic risk. Under this, the business risk, financial risk, country risk, and liquidity risk is covered. So let us talk about the systematic risk. Systematic risk is the risk which is inherent to the entire market or system. That is termed as systematic risk or uncontrollable risk. These are the risks which are uncontrollable in nature. It is also referred to as undiversifiable risk, as it affects the entire market and not on one specific industry or stock. Further, it is associated with the economic, social, political, and legal aspect of all securities in the market. This risk is unpredictable and avoidable is next to impossible. It cannot be mitigated through diversification, but it can manage through the right asset allocation. So let us talk about the components of systematic risk. First one is market risk. Market risk is the risk that the value of an investment will decrease due to the movement in the market factors. The reasons for such uncertainty in market forces represent in two market forms, that are bull market and bear market. When the economy is in booming and the other factors and sentiments are positive, then the security index has a tendency to move upwards and keep on moving upwards for a considerable period of time. This is known as bull market. If we talk about the bear market, then bear market is characterized by a tendency of a security index to decline from the peak of bull market to a lower level. The lowest point of bear market is termed as trough, and it is from this point that economic recovery or bull market starts. Second risk is interest rate risk. Interest rate is the possibility of an unexpected change in interest rate prevailing in the market which affect the value of an investment adversely. The value of debt instrument like bonds, debentures, etc. is directly affected by the interest rate. The price of the interest rate risk are depicted below. First one is price risk and second one is reinvestment risk. Under the price risk, this risk arises due to the possibility that the prices of share, commodity, etc. may decline or fall in the future. Second one is reinvestment risk. This risk results from fact that the interest or dividend earned from an investment that can be reinvested that cannot be reinvested with the same rate of return as it was acquiring earlier. Third one is purchasing power risk. This risk is the possible reduction in the purchasing power of the expected return. Due to high rate of inflation, there is erosion in the purchasing power of money, which result in decrease in the return. Increase in the rate of inflation is swifter than the increase in the value of investment. This result in punishment to the investor in the form of reduced return on their investment. Rising rate of inflation pose a threat to the investor as it is the risk or possible loss for him. So let's talk about the unsystematic risk. Unsystematic risk, also known as diversifiable risk, as it can be managed and controlled. This risk may be specific to an industry or company and is caused due to one of the followings, that is lack of managerial ability, technological advancement in the process of production, procurement of raw material, lack of human resource, and change in the consumer preference. Component of unsystematic or types of unsystematic risk. First one is business risk. This risk basically comes from the operational activities of the business. Business risk arise due to the internal or external cause. So let us discuss about the internal cause. This is related to the operational effectiveness of a company. The operational effectiveness of a company is measured in terms of the level of targeted achievements and keeping the promise made to its investor. Operational effectiveness varies from company to company and is influenced by the following factors such as sales variation, research and development, personnel management, fixed costs, and single product. Second factor is external business risk. These are the risks that are caused by the circumstances which are external to a company business. The company has no control over these circumstances or factor which are as follows: social and regulatory factors, political risk, business cycle, general economic condition, physical policy of the government, and monetary policy of the central bank. Second risk is financial risk. This risk is closely related to a manner in which the funds have to be raised to design its capital structure. Financial strength of a company depend upon the level and stability of its earning. An inappropriate capital structure may not be able to ensure stable earning, and as a result of such variation in earning, the company will be exposed to financial risk. A high level of debt in a company capital structure indicate the presence of low cost of capital which provide financial leverages for the shareholders. However, Higher debt financing in a company may result in variability in return to the shareholder, which ultimately leads to increase in the risk. Financial risk may be classified into following subcategories. First one is credit risk. These are the risks that is arise from the possibilities of borrower defaulting in timely payment as and when it fails due or make payments with delays. Failure is the part of a borrower in repayment is a credit risk which directly affect the profitability of the lender. Second one is currency risk. The possibility of loss due to unfavorable movement of exchange rate in foreign exchange market, either short or long term, it is referred to as currency risk. A company in a company engaged in a business of export and import may face a currency risk. Third one is country risk. Country risk is a collection of risk associated with doing a business in foreign countries. It varies from one country to another. So country have high risk, so they discourage foreign investments. Country risk includes political risk, regulatory risk and economic risk. The last one is liquidity risk. This risk is the probability of a security market, that is bond or stock, being non-marketable, making it difficult for the holder of such security to sell them at a fair prices. So that's all what I have tell you about the risk and types of risk. If you feel any difficulty or you have not understood anything, you can comment me in the comment box. I will try to resolve your issue. And if you like my video, please press the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.